I'm Sabina Hasanova with the latest news in English on AzVision TV. The Davos Economic Forum is at full swing. President of Azerbaijan İlham Aliyev, who has attended the forum, has held numerous meetings with the CEOs of major companies. He has also met with the European Commission Vice President for Energy Union, Maroš Šefčovič. The sides exchanged views on implementation of the Southern Gas Corridor project. Azerbaijan President and Maroš Šefčovič discussed financing of TANAP and TAP pipelines, commissioning of TANAP gas pipeline within the year, and extracting the first gas from the Shahtanis 2 field. The PAC winter session in Strasbourg is continuing. The president of Armenia, Serge Sargsyan, got into a tight corner at today's session. Azerbaijani delegates' questions on Khojaly genocide put Armenian president into trouble. They called Serge Sargsyan not to deceive in the international community.
Why you didn't mention about the Khojaly massacre, where kids, older people, women, approximately 800 have been killed by Armenians? Why you didn't mention about the ethnic cleansing, 100% in Nagorno-Karabakh and 7 surrounding regions? And now you try to mislead the international community. How can you organize your policy if you are not ready to implement neither this organization nor other organizations' resolutions? United Nations, Council of Europe, European Union and all international organizations said about the occupation of Azerbaijani territories, and you are not ready to accept no one from this organization. This is Armenian way of integration.
Deputy Chairman of the Azerbaijani delegation to the Parliamentary Assembly of the Council of Europe, Vysal Huseynov, has been elected as Deputy Chairman of the PAC Committee on Legal Affairs and Human Rights. Head of the Department of Law Enforcement Bodies at the Presidential Administration of Azerbaijan, Fuat Aleskarov, and Defense Minister Colonel General Zakir Hasanov visited the military units at the front line. Fuat Aleskarov and Zakir Hasanov got acquainted with the combat and moral psychological readiness of military personnel, social welfare conditions, and other military facilities. Azerbaijan has developed a bill on the protection of the rights of persons with disabilities. The bill will be tabled at the first meeting on the spring session of the Parliament's Labour and Social Policy Committee tomorrow. The bill will be discussed in the first reading. Over the past 24 hours, Armenian armed forces have violated the ceasefire along the contact line between Azerbaijan and Armenian troops 120 times, the Azerbaijani Defense Ministry said. The OSCE is expected to monitor the border between Azerbaijan and Armenia near Goranboy district in Azerbaijan on the 25th of January, reported the Azerbaijani Defense Ministry. The monitoring will be held under the mandate of the OSCE Chairperson in Office, Personal Representative. Karabakh conflict settlement is of high importance, President of France Emmanuel Macron stated at a joint conference with Armenian President Serge Sargsyan.
President of France Emmanuel Macron noted that France is ready to contribute into the settlement of the Karabakh conflict together with Russia and the USA.
I know advocating for peace is quite hard, and I wish those meetings to bring concrete results. France remains committed to contributing to the settlement process along with its American and Russian partners.
And a series of new weapons.
Macron stressed the importance of the meeting between the presidents of Armenia and Azerbaijan in Geneva, as well as the recent meeting at the level of foreign ministers in Krakow. The head of France described this meeting as positive.
The presentation ceremony of Baku Expo 2025 was held in Davos yesterday. Various corners of the city were decorated with posters and banners dedicated to the Baku Expo 2025.
The presentation of Baku Expo 2025 was held yesterday in Davos and started off with a screening of a video. Elchin Amirbayev, head of the Baku Expo 2025 working group, addressed the ceremony and said that the World Expo is an important platform that brings together the world to share ideas like the World Economic Forum. Human capital development gives people the opportunity to improve their technological and personal qualities, he noted.
Azerbaijan is a bridge between Asia and Europe, and a number of important events have been held in the country, which has an ancient history and rich culture. Azerbaijan has successfully hosted international cultural and sports events. From this point of view, there are all conditions and infrastructure to hold the Expo 2025 in Baku.
The ceremony went on with the film on the presentation of Baku Expo 2025, which spoke of the history, culture and events hosted by Azerbaijan. The presentation caused quite an interest among the audience. Azerbaijan is proposing to organize the Baku Expo 2025 from the 10th of May to the 10th of November. The theme we are proposing for the expo is Developing Human Capital, Building a Better Future.
The Turkish military has liquidated 260 members of Kurdish terrorist militia during the Turkish Afrin operation in Syria's Afrin district since Saturday, said the Turkish army on Tuesday.
The Turkish military launched a cross-border land operation in northern Syria to fight the Syrian Kurdish militia, targeting the YPG elements in the Kurdish enclave as Free Syrian Army fighters through airstrikes and land forces. The Turkish military liquidated 260 members of Kurdish terrorist militia during the Olive Branch operation since Saturday. The operation has been continuing successfully and as planned. However, the Kurdish side also killed one soldier and wounded the other one in clash, making the total death toll of Turkish army at 3 since the operation started.
A 15-year-old high school student killed 2 injured 17 school children at Marshall County High School in Kentucky, USA. The authorities reported that a girl died at the scene and a boy in hospital, and 5 of the injured were in a critical condition. The state police commissioner pointed out that the shooter would be charged with murder and attempted murder as he caused death and fired with a handgun on students and faculty members. And that was all for today from AzVision TV. Our next update will be tomorrow. Thank you for watching.